And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Toronto going up against Nashville. First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. And pitching in this game, Hunter Brown.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Okay, all set to go. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. This one in the air. And Arenado makes the catch. One away. Now the number 2 hitter, Ken Griffey Jr.
The center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
That one off the mark. 1-0. With Jr. probably one of the sweetest swings we have ever seen, and certainly as signature a swing as any player has ever had.
The whole setup for Junior, the way he waggled the bat, the way he was able to just effortlessly move that swing through the zone, just a pretty thing from start to finish.
Rodriguez sizing this one up. 2 away now. Cal Raleigh the next to hit. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what,
That's a ball.
You're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
In the air, left side. Sheffield makes the play, and it's at the plate. Julio Rodriguez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swings and misses. That is strike 2.
Well,
he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And a swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down. So now it's Corey Seager. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Sale, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone!
Let's go.
A solo shot.
Let's go.
It's 1-0. So 1 out, nobody on. Paul Goldschmidt getting ready to hit. That one missing inside. You look at what the elite pitchers do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
1 ball.
1 out, bases empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Gary Carter. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. And he chases that one. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back here at Coors Field, stepping in, Juan Soto.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop.
Arenado. There's one. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry. Here's Francisco Lindor. And that misses.
That's inside.
And that is ball one. Next offering is fouled back.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Rodriguez settles under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Sale back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Pulls that one foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's Juan Soto. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the 3rd baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Brown, a 6'2 righty, 220 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2019.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
On the ground. Albies. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Kyle Schwarber in the box now. Takes strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Chisholm over at second. Marte on at first with nobody out. On the ground right side. 4, 6, out, 3, and they turn the double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Not close with that one, and it's a ball and a strike. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. Center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Denver, so now it's Nolan Arenado.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish. And will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. That's a hit.
Holy shit, 113.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Griffey on his horse. And there are 2 outs. Now it's Corey Seager. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7. Start of the 4th. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
In the air, right field. Guerrero under it. Hauls it in for the out. Cal Raleigh will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. And we're level. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's Juan Soto. Swinging a foul straight back.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Stays alive. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. No question about this one. It's out of here.
Wow.
And they jump out front. It's 2-1. 1 down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Outside
Ball 1.
low. Ball 1.
1-0.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
Didn't put that
and they
there.
Boost their lead. It's 3-1.
I didn't put that there at all.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And it's fouled away. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is fouled back. And that one hammered. That's back there. And gone.
Bro.
He circles the bases.
How does that get out?
4-1. Bases empty, 1 away. Now the third baseman. Jazz. New pitcher now. Garrett Whitlock.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
0-1.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Got him. And 2 away now. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. And ball 1. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
He's going back
That
to back
completes the strikeout, inning over.
to back. 4 home runs.
Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the inning, Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Swings through that.
You know,
Almost
this group of
went
hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's the catcher, Gary Carter. Lindor. And they take care of Carter for the out. So up next, Vladimir Guerrero.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. Did not go. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Sale picks up the strikeout. And we're back. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Whitlock back to work. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Well, these guys putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Ground ball, Goldie. He takes it on his own. 1 up, 1 down. Here's George Springer. 0 for 2 in this one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
The count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fly ball center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. There's the swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. That one is absolutely belted. Gone! Big Dog's got
Let's go.
They must be going crazy in the dugout. And they cut into the lead. It's 4-2. And now Juan Soto. First pitch misses.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Catch one down. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan.
Swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1's the count.
Late
Come on
with the
now,
swing
Blake.
there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Now the left fielder, Gary Sheffield. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. And that's strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Oh my gosh.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Same pitch he just threw.
And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Back here in Denver, and now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. John Franco comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Seager handles, throws to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Here's the left fielder, Juan Soto. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds, and he's usually in right, today starting in left. 1 down, base is empty.
Boog, if I was to break it down and make it simple, I would say right field's kind of a chill spot compared to left field. Left field's that second hot corner in my opinion.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. He's already homered here in this one. Now fly ball to right center. Guerrero after it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Coors Field, and now it's Julio Rodriguez. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
It's just fastballs.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Seager stands in now. In the air, left field, down the line. And that will drop foul. Swing and a miss.
What?
0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. Goldie at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. And that is
oh my gosh.
0-2 now.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And he deals. Inside. 1-0. On a line, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Runner at first with no outs here. And that one is inside.
Ball, that's out.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
On to Goldschmidt. That's 2. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Well, he made his pitch down in the zone. He got that ball on the ground. The double play he was looking for. Really good execution.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Fought off foul.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Carter gathers, throws in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. Now here is Gary Carter. That one's upstairs, ball 1. On the ground to Jazz. Jazz tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And now the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
That one fouled off.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Baby, someone else calling.
Got him looking. And he runs the strikeout total to 15 on the day. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Swing and a miss.
Come on.
As he was out front that time.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today.
Yes.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance.
Get out. No, bro. That's a good
catch.
swing. Come on now, man.
All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Adrian Morejon.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Goodbye.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The other way,
Bruh.
and he beats the shift, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double. And the batter is George Springer. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Ken Griffey Jr. digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in.
That's off the plate.
This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Raleigh, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. And that misses. And the count even 1-1.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want.
Seager over to Albies. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Back here in Denver, now it's the DH, Juan Soto. Sale back to work. Off the plate,
outside.
and that's ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sale delivers. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Here's Nolan Arenado, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Nope, that's foul.
That one not close. 1-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Not even close there. And now 3-1. There's a strike.
3-2.
That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. That could be a dangerous pitch. If you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Sheffield now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Arenado, the base runner at first with 1 out. And that one is lifted in the air. Griffey on his horse. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. 2 outs. Foul ball still 0-2. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. They kept the force. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang, played. Back here at Coors Field. Now the left fielder, Juan Soto.
Oh, okay. Just throw it on top.
And first offering is fouled off. Morejon, 26 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Line drive, base hit down the line. Throw over to first.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Against good pitchers, you got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Guerrero, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Runner, yes, yes.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Breaking ball inside. 2-1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. 1 down. And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Lucy, go. Go. Go.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Nabs it. 2 down. And now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. He was late there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Now
Inside,
1-1.
ball 1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs. upstairs. And that's ball 2. Runner takes off. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Here's Corey Seager. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Strike 1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Comes up empty.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Fires over to Guerrero. And a couple of quick outs. So they're down to their final out. Now, Gary Carter. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Mizorowski is just 1 strike away. And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there.
Oh my gosh. Let's go, Vlad.
On its way, gone.
Let's go, dude.
That one felt good. It's 5-4. So 2 down, and now Ozzie Albies. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, Ozzie! Let's go, Ozzie! Let's go, Ozzie! Let's go, Ozzie! Back to back! Let's go, Ozzie! Let's go, Ozzie! Let's go!
It's 5-5.
Let's go! Let's go!
He swings through strike 1. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1.
Let's go!
2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the last half of inning number 9. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Trying to send this to extra innings. And it's fouled off.
Let's go, dude. Let's go, Ozzie.
2-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss.
Dang it.
Raleigh down to first with it. And
my
it's
gosh.
time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning.
My gosh. Let's go, dude.
We're in extras here, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. Just missed.
That's a ball.
So they turn to their closer, Rob Dibble.
Oh no, that's done.
Field. This could go the distance. Home run.
Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to do that.
He rocketed that one out of here.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
7-5. Kyle Schwarber
Did not
now
mean to
at the
put that
plate.
there at all.
1 for 3.
Come on now, bro. That should be...
Swing and a ground ball.
That's what I wanted.
1 away in the top half of the 10th. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer.
No way I just did that.
And there's a strike.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Slice down the right side. 2 runs across in the inning, and here in extra innings.
Come on now, bro.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. The plate, Ken Griffey Jr. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
No way, bro. Just so
This one ripped, but foul to the right. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Hoog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose.
Cut on and miss. Struck.
All right, come on, bro.
Bottom of the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado.
That shouldn't have happened.
Arenado.
No, bro.
In the dirt. Nice
Come
job
on
behind
now,
the
man.
plate there.
Gotta see the ball. Come on, Blake.
In the dirt. No
are you
advance.
doing?
Good job behind the dish. Tying run at the plate. Strikes him out with 103.
Didn't even move my
So digging in, Gary Sheffield.
PCI. It was good timing. I didn't move my PCI.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Now pitcher.
With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. This one in the
What
dirt,
am I swinging at, bro?
and an excellent
I'm so
job
this
keeping it
fucking
right
game, dude.
there.
I'm swinging at everything.
The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
It's another ball.
Broken
That's a
bat,
broken
and it's
fucking
popped
bat.
up.
You gotta be shitting me.
And there are 2 down.
That was a good hard
Oh
fastball
my
with some
gosh.
nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
And a swing and a miss.
Why did I throw that
One
pitch?
strike away. Just misses.
Bro, what am
And
I
that's ball 1.
doing?
Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And that's the ball game. A 7-5 final score.